goal there being that we become the VR streaming platform, not just for the at-home gamer, but for the military, for industry. So we've had some really promising feedback as far as that's concerned, I'll have some more to say about that soon. I just don't want to jinx anything right now. But again, that's our earliest roadmap, is getting those pieces all functioning in the space, so that we can have that umbrella of resources that we can offer. But then we start to look forward into later 2024, 2025. We want to really focus in on the consumer at-home gaming experience. And that means that we want to start to develop really cool experiences and games that live on the abstract, as well as partnering with other developers to do the same, where we integrate these crypto experiences as well. Early on, we've talked about how we want to incorporate crypto into the space. We want to use LunaSky, for instance, and those are all on the roadmap. We just have to get through this first hurdle here of hitting those 1,000 active customers, so that we can open this space up to the mass market. But again, early steps, getting those 1,000 active customers, getting these grants written and approved, and then start focusing on the development of content and just increasing that level of experience for the at-home gamer. We've got some advertisers who are interested in being partners in this space, where they can advertise their service or their product, and those are all going to come shortly as well. But again, we have a pretty clear roadmap where we're getting this consumer space up and running, we're getting the industrial trainings up and running, and just having that all live under the umbrella of the abstract in the cloud.
Is there still going to be a space for your retail environment where you can do the virtual escape rooms, or are you kind of moving away from that, do you think?
No, that's definitely there. For those who have been in the abstract today, you've got your personal sort of hangout space. You've got this apartment that's yours, where you can invite friends over and you can hang out. And there's little tabletop games, and there's tic-tac-toe, chess, and a few other little fun hangout games in your apartment. But if you want to go into the VR arcade game streaming, you're going to go over to your monitor computer inside of your apartment and say, okay, I want to play this game, or I want to play the arcade at this time. And once that time comes, you're going to hit launch me into the abstract, and it's going to send you into the cloud to run and play those games. The same will be true for the escape rooms. Once we can ensure that we're not going to confuse the customers, we're going to offer the same system for the escape rooms. So the user would say, okay, it's me, it's my two friends, we want to do this escape room at 3 p.m. and the same system will run and send you to the escape room at that specific time. But again, I just wanted to get the customers familiar with and used to the booking system using the arcade. Once they were familiar with that, then we would start to roll out the escape rooms as well. But again, anybody who's listening that says, I'd love to try one of those Ubisoft escape rooms, message us on Discord, message me, or email me personally, and we can figure out a time and a day for you to do that. It's just been that I didn't want to overburden or confuse the customers any more than we have to.
No, it makes perfect sense. How about your retail locations? Do you still plan on keeping those and expanding beyond Ohio? Let's say maybe to multiple locations throughout the United States for people to actually go and have an experience, a VR experience. And they don't necessarily have to buy the headset. Maybe they won't use it. Who knows?
Yeah, that's always been on our roadmap. Now, I think it's important for me to distinguish between Objective Reality Incorporated and Objective Reality Games LLC. Objective Reality Incorporated is the software design branch, and that's what anybody who invested in WeFunder, that's what they invested in. That is the abstract. That is the Deed of Deception VR, which is currently on Steam. That's all of the work that we do, all of our proprietary code. That's where all of that lives, is Objective Reality Incorporated. Objective Reality Games LLC is our brick and mortar storefront here in Chillicothe, Ohio. It's the first. Now, with that being said, we do have several locations, some uh, entertainment centers, Dave and Buster's style locations that do license our content and our platform. Uh, but we do intend to open new locations. It's just kind of been on the back burner while we've been focused on this at-home gaming piece. But we do have plans to be in Columbus in fall of 2024. So this coming, or 2023. So this fall, we're going to open our second location in Columbus. We want to get out into the like the destination location type places here in the U.S. close to us. That's like Gatlinburg, Tennessee. That's New York City. So we do have that on our storefront roadmap, but it's definitely not front of mind right now because it's really main focus is getting the abstract profitable, getting the abstract to market, and focusing on that.
As far as the abstract VR, are you, I know you said you were looking for writing grants and things like that. Are you still actively looking for public funding for, let's say, the an investor small investor wants to, you mentioned the, like it sounded like crowdfunding to me. Are you still looking for that or?
That's a great point. Right now, we don't have any plans on hosting another crowdfund round. That's not to say that we will or won't. I will say that I've spent the better part of the last 2 weeks putting together our capital access plan that outlines the next 5 years of our financial need. And that right now is a venture capital round, which we intend to start in March. So we definitely are going to go for our seed round starting in March. I don't know that there's going to be a Reg CF part of that, but that's not to say there won't be. We just have to kind of put our feelers out there and really understand what the need versus the available funds are for us. But yeah, that's definitely so. If anybody is managing any accounts out there that are listening, that is something that we've been putting together for the last 2 or 3 months now. We've got our data room available, and we're going to really start to get out there and look for commitments in March.
Thank you for that. I'm kind of curious. Well, we're kind of crypto guys in here, so I'm kind of curious. Do you have any experience in crypto as an investor?
I, as an investor, yeah, like just kind of, nothing serious, in other words. But for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been investing here and there, and um, but the storefront, because I have $80,000 worth of graphics cards in here, we would mine. In the evenings and weekends when we're not running, I have miners that I run, and so I am really, really enamored with the technology. I think that there's so much potential for crypto, for blockchain technology. I know that there's been a lot of bad press here lately, and I won't get into the whether or not this should be regulated, or that's nothing that I'm concerning myself with. But I will say that from the VR, from the game developer in me and the crypto enthusiast, there is so much cool potential to have NFT driven in-game items and blockchain based transactions in world. There's so much that gets opened up when you start to think about that way of e-commerce in the gaming world, versus just your typical, I'm going to buy this pack of stuff from Fortnite.com and it's going to go to my Fortnite character. When you start to look at it like, I can buy this outfit, I can buy this item. It's not only going to work in this one game, it's going to work in any game that's in the abstract. It's going to, it's sellable. So if I buy something that nobody else can buy, guess what? I can sell that, make a profit from it. And it's usable by other people. It's not you can't duplicate it. So again, there's so much potential there. I really hope that it can, get past all this bad press to find the potential that I see there.